So, bago tayo magsimula, magkakahot muna tayo. Okay? Okay. Sige. Titignan natin kung ano yung mga nalalaman ninyo sa topic na volcano. Handa na kayo? Handa na. So, kuha kayo ng mga papel ninyo para isulatin niyo yung mga sagot tapos titignan natin kung tama. Okay? Simulan na natin. Okay, question number 1. What is molten rock called that is below the Earth's surface? Ublek, magma, lava, tephra. Magma. Sige, tingnan natin kung tama. Oh, very good. Question number 2. Molten rock that is above ground is called lava. Oh. Very good. Question number 3. What type of plate tectonics produce the Hawaiian Islands? Ano sagot nyo? Parang hot spot. Tama. So tayo sa question number 4. What provides the fuel for the volcano? Ano? Magma chamber? Na tayo. Next. What is the opening of the volcano called? Anong tawag sa bunganga ng vulkan? Caldera, magma chamber, crater, vent. Crater. Sige. Correct. What is volcanic rock and ash ejected by a volcano called? Lava, soot, tephra, or cinder? Yung kulay yellow ba? Tephra. What ocean is the Ring of Fire located in? Pacific, Indian, Arctic, or Atlantic? Nawala ng sound. Pacific. Pacific Ring of Fire. What type of volcano is this? Remember, grade 9 lesson. Composite, caldera, cinder cone, shield. Cinder cone. Correct. So, punta tayo sa question number 9. What type of volcano is this? Yan. May layer siya ng cinders. Then ng rock. Composite. Correct. And last question. What kind of volcano is this? Ano palagay nyo? Shield. Shield. Sige, tingnan natin kung tama. Correct. So, yan. Yun lamang ang ating balik-aral. So, kayo ba'y nakakuha ng mataas na score? Very good. Okay, so, ngayon, pupunta tayo sa, yan. Okay, for this lesson, Kung kayo ay may pagkakataong manood ng movie or baka meron kayong ganitong kopya, ang movie yung pag-uusapan natin bago tayo mag-lesson ay ang Dante's Peak. Okay, Dante's Peak, napakagandang ano nito, napakagandang movie nito kasi, ayan, 1997 siya ni-release, directed by Roger Donaldson. It is about the volcanologist Harry Dalton, si Pierce Brosnan, and Mayor Rachel Wando or Linda Hamilton finally convince the unbelieving populace that the big one is about to hit and that they need to evacuate immediately, only to discover her two children have gone up to the mountain to get their grandmother. So, napakaganda nitong movie na to. May kinalaman to sa lesson natin. So, check natin yung yung clip lamang. Yan. So, okay. So, for the next part, punta na tayo sa lesson proper. Thank you. Yan. Good day sa inyo. And welcome to the lesson 2 lesson sa Science 10. We're still continuing the lesson Earth Science, Distribution of Geologic Features. Pero ngayon, we will talk all about volcanoes. Okay, so nung grade 9 kayo, isa sa mga lesson nyo is about volcanoes. Pero ito, in relation with the plate tectonics theory. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so again, our most essential learning competencies are: number 1, describe and relate the distribution of active volcanoes and major mountain belts to plate tectonics theory, and second is describe the different types of plate boundaries. Okay, so Earth's lithosphere is broken into several tectonic plates, which move at an extremely slow pace. Most volcanoes can be found in areas where tectonic plates interact. Other volcanoes can be found in clusters in small areas. Geologists estimate that there are more than 100,000 active and inactive volcanoes on Earth. And most active volcanoes are located in two volcanic belts. First is the Alpine Himalayan Belt and the Circum-Pacific Belt, which is also known as the Ring of Fire. So the Ring of Fire, which outlines the major trenches in the Pacific Ocean, is an active volcanic and seismic zone. Yeah, so we have two we have two locations where active volcanoes are located. First is the Alpine Himalayan Belt, and the second is the Circum-Pacific Belt or the Pacific Ring of Fire. Okay, so as you can see sa map, this is the Pacific Ring of Fire. Ayan. So most of the active volcanoes on Earth are located underwater along the aptly named Ring of Fire in the Pacific Ocean, made up of more than 450 volcanoes. Okay, so the Ring of Fire stretches from nearly 40,250 kilometers or 25,000 miles, running in the shape of a horseshoe from the southern tip of Southern America along the west coast of North America across the Bering Strait, down through Japan and into New Zealand. Yan. So the Ring of Fire is the result of plate tectonics. Much of the volcanic activities occur along subduction zones, which are convergent plates boundaries, where two tectonic plates come together. So this statement is from oceanexplorer.noaa.gov. Okay, so look at the second picture. Yon, tectonic plates. So the main plates with their estimate boundaries shown as broken lines. And so tignan niyo yung mga plate tectonics sa buong mundo. We have our own plate, the Philippine plate. So the Alpine Himalayan belt reveals the collision of the African plate and the Indo-Australian plate with the southern margin of the Eurasian plate. So this seismic belt extends from the Mediterranean area eastward through Turkey and the Middle East, north of India, and onto Indonesian islands. It includes the volcanoes of Sicily, Italy, and the Aegean Sea, Asia Minor, and Indian Ocean, Southeast Asia, and Indonesia. So this is the Himalayan belt. Yan. Yan. So, dalawang location ito, the Pacific Ring of Fire and the Alpine Himalayan Belt. Okay, so the Ring of Fire consists of many of the world's active volcanoes, including those in New Zealand, New Guinea, Philippines, Japan, Kamchatka Peninsula of Russia, Alaska, the western region of United States, Central America, the western region of South America, and the numerous volcanic Pacific islands scattered among these bodies of land. So we have some pictures here. This is the White Island Wakari in White Island or Wakari in New Zealand. We have the Manam volcano in New Guinea. The Mount Pinatubo in Philippines. Mamaya pag-uusapan natin yan. Sakurajima, Japan. We have the Kamchatka Peninsula of Russia. The Fablov in Alaska. Mount St. Helens in US. And the Cerro Azul in Chile. So those volcanoes are included and located along the Pacific Ring of Fire. So the location of volcanoes are associated with tectonic activity. Mount St. Helens in Washington, USA, and Mount Pinatubo in the Philippines are two of the world's most explosive volcanoes and are located on convergent boundaries. Okay, or plate colliding volcanic islands such as those in Iceland and in Hawaii are also typical in convergent boundaries. Yeah. So, look at this map. Ayan. So, the Ring of Fire outlines the major trenches in the Pacific Ocean and includes many of the world's active volcanoes. So, yan. So, as you can see, i-zoom ko, ayan, the Ring of Fire Ayan yung location ng Ring of Fire. And Japan, as you can see, ayan, in Japan. And then the Philippines is located in the Pacific Ring of Fire. Yan. So the Philippine Plate and Eurasian Plate moves toward each other, forcing the magma to rise in the surface. So look at this picture. So kita niyo may island of Luzon where the volcano is resided, and then this is the Eurasian Plate dito sa ilalim. And then the Philippine Plate yung lumulubog. And convection of currents in the mantle is happening. Yan. So, ang nangyayari is the subduction zone and deep ocean current. Okay, so the picture shows how the collision between Eurasian plate and the Philippine Plate forces the magma out of Pinatubo's volcanic vent. So Mount Pinatubo is located in the volcanic of the island of Luzon. So this volcanic arc was formed due to the sliding of the Manila Trench to the west. Okay, so this area was experienced major volcanic eruptions. So for us to understand more fully the volcanic activities, we have some terms here. So first, active volcano is usually associated with seismic activity. So presence of hot water springs and changes in the elevation of the volcano's crater can be an indication that that volcano is an active volcano. And an active volcano, remember, may erupt at any time. A dormant volcano naman is a kind of volcano that has not erupted but may erupt based on seismic indication of tectonic activity beneath the volcano. So, it can erupt. And the extinct volcano naman, a volcano that is not active and has not erupted for a long time. So, those are some of the important terms. Okay? So, we have the Philippine map. Okay? And this map is something to do with the location of Pinatubo. Ayan. So, tatlo. Ang Pinatubo is resided and located between the boundaries of three location in Luzon Island, which is the Pampanga, Zambales, and Tarlac. So, Taal ay mas malapit sa Manila. Okay. Okay, so aside from Pinatubo and Taal, we have Mayon sa Albay, we have Mount Canlaon, okay, and Mount Ragang in Mindanao. So the Philippines has several small plates found between convergent plates. So at the present, volcanic arc located between the Philippine Plate and the Eurasian Plate. Okay, so we have volcanic arcs on those area. So the 23 active volcanoes in the Philippines are located along the Pacific Ring of Fire, where subduction of Philippine Plate, subduction lumulubog, and other trenches along Luzon and Sulu islands occur. So we have a table here. Yeah, so we have active volcanoes in the Philippines. So we have Mount Bulusan, Canlaon, Mayon, Pinatubo, and Taal. So Bulusan is located in Sorsogon, and the last eruption is March 2, 2017. Okay, yung Canlaon naman, we have located in Negros Oriental, and date of eruption is 2017. So malapit, magkasunod halos. Mayon is located in Bicol. Last eruption is January 24, 2018. Pinatubo naman is August 16, 1992. And Taal, the last recorded activity in our reference is October 3, 1977. Okay? So, due to the country's location in the Pacific Ring of Fire, volcanoes in the Philippines are known to be deadly and destructive, having caused a number of fatalities and serious damage to properties. Aside from the direct result of volcanic eruptions, Lahar is another hazard of volcanic activities which can be triggered by heavy rainfall. So it is common in the Philippines because the archipelago often experiences heavy rains. Okay, so this is the time where Mayon erupted, no? So ayan, tignan niyo yung picture nung sumabog yung Mayon. So let's watch a video from YouTube about Mayon eruption.
Ligtas ang may alam, dapat laging red alert! Sa kasaysayan, ilang beses na nagpamalas ng galit ang Mayon. Sa loob ng 2 dekada mula 1997 hanggang 2017, 4 na malalang eruptions o pagsabog na ang naitala ng PHIVOLCS. Isa itong kagsawatcher sa palatandaan ng peligrong nag-aabang sa mga taga-Albay. Noong 1814 sa pagsabog ng Mayon Volcano, natabun bandang alas 4 ng hapon, nagsimula ang phreatic eruption ng bulkang Mayon kung saan naglabas ang bulkan ng singaw at abo na tumagal na...
Okay. Wait lang, i-ano ko lang. Medyo tumalo ng konti.
At abo ang buong bayan ng Kagsawa. At ito na lang ang natitirang palatandaan ng bayan na yon. January 13, Sabado, bandang alas 4 ng hapon, nagsimula ang phreatic eruption ng bulkang Mayon kung saan naglabas ang bulkan ng singaw at abo na tumagal ng halos 2 oras. Itinaas ng PHIVOLCS ang Alert Level 1 sa bulkan. Muli itong naulit kinabukasan, January 14, bandang alas 11 ng umaga. Wala pang 24 na oras nang itaas ang Alert Level 1, iniangat ng PHIVOLCS ang alerto dahil sa increasing unrest o mas maligalig na pag-init ng bulkan. Pinalikas ng PHIVOLCS sa mga residente na nasa permanent danger zone o yung naninirahan hanggang 6 na kilometro malapit sa paanan ng Mayon. Noong gabi ring yon, naglawa ang lava mula sa bibig ng Mayon, kaya itinaas sa critical na Alert Level 3 ang estado ng bulkan. May 5 antas na basihan ng PHIVOLCS sa pagbabantay ng mga bulkan. Mula sa No Alert o Level 0 hanggang sa Level 5 o kapag mapaminsalang sumasabog na ang bulkan. Sa Alert Level 3, posible ang mapaminsalang pagsabog dahil malapit na ang magma o ang mainit na deposito sa bunganga nito at namamagarin ang lupon ng bulkan.
Ang phreatic eruption is nag-occur kapag isang mainit na bato sa ilalim ng bulkan nadikitan or nag-mix o nag-meet sa tubig. Now, yung tubig ngayon, dahil sa init ng bato, nagiging steam siya bigla. At dahil confined yung space sa ilalim ng lupa, nagkakaroon ka ng pagsabog.
Nagpatuloy ang pag-aalboroto ng bulkan at mahigit 15,000 residente na ang lumikas. Nagbabala ang PHIVOLCS na maaaring magkaroon ng mapaminsalang pagsabog sa loob ng ilang linggo o araw.
Sa linggo na nagkakaroon ng pagbagsak ng mga or pagdaloy ng lava mula sa bibig ng bulkan. Yung lava naman nito is umabot hanggang 3 kilometers and nagkakaroon din ng mga tinatawag naming lava collapse. Ito yung naman yung nagdudulot ng paminsan-minsang pagbagsak ng ash or ashfall.
January 18, Huwebes, patuloy ang paglawa ng lava mula sa bulkan. at nito lamang January 21, Linggo, nagliwanag ang madilim na kalangitan sa Albay nang muling sumabog ang Bulkang Mayon bandang alas 10 ng gabi. Itinaas sa Alert Level 4 ang Bulkang Mayon matapos makapagtala ng phreatomagmatic explosion o pagsabog ng magma at usok. Halos walang katao-tao na tila iniwan at inabandona. Ganyan namin dinatnan ang komunidad na ito sa Bayang Ginobatan sa Albay, January 24, bandang alauna ng tanghali. Ang mga kalsada at bahay namumuti na sa dami ng abong bumalot sa komunidad. Bahagi ang lugar na ito sa tinatawag na danger zone. Kumbaga, ang mga taga rito ang sumasalo ng galit sa tuwing nag-aalboroto ang mayon. Makikita dito sa Ginobatan yung mga naipong abo na sa mga halaman gaya nito, lahat kulay abo. Pati yung mga bubong ng bahay, makita mo makapal na rin yung naipon dahil nga tuwing puputok, dito bumabagsak sa kanilang bayan yung abo. Marami sa mga residente, kanya-kanyang diskarte yung ginagawa, gaya na lang dito. May parang tindahan dito pero naglagay sila ng mga tabing para maprotektahan sila doon sa alikabok. Karamihan daw kasi ay pumapasok sa kanilang bahay at nahihirapan na yung mga residente na makahinga dahil sa abo. Ganito rin ang sitwasyon sa Ligao City na kasama sa extended danger zone at kinakailangang magsilikas sa tindi ng ashfall noong Lunes. Nag-zero visibility pa sa mga barangay ng Baligang, Ampik at Tambo. Pinalawak naman ng mga otoridad sa 9-kilometer radius paikot ng bulkan ang extended danger zone. Dumadalas kasi ang pagbuga ng abo at lava ng Bulkang Mayon. January 23, nagpamalas ito ng 4 na matinding pagbuga. Kabilang narito ang pagsirit ng lava kasabay ng takip silim. Mga pagkakataong nagahalo ang pagkamangha at pagkabahala.
That activity is called a strombolian eruption, where lava fountaining, where you can actually see fireworks or lava fountaining with lava flow.
Pero wala pa man sa pinakamataas na alarma, mapaminsala na ang Mayon, lalo na ang abo na binubuga nito na bumabagsak sa mga karatig bayan. Bagay na kailangang iwasan ayon sa Albay Public Safety and Emergency Management Office o APSEMO.
Yung abo kasi is one of the major effects ng volcanic activity kung saan nagkaroon tayo ng dome collapse. Ang component po ng abo ay silica at saka carbon kung saan po hindi po yan soluble sa tubig. Pag nahinga mo po yon, nandyan lang po yan sa lungs mo at delikado po sa lalong-lalo na po sa may mga sakit sa baga. Ang pinaka-importante po sa protection ay unang-una yung ginagamit nila yung face mask. Pero ang recommendation po namin yung damp cloth para pag napunuin po yan ng abo, pwede na nilang palitan at labahan yung ginamit. So, sustain.
Paalala ng APSEMO na iwasan lumabas kung masyado nang makapal ang abo.
Ang zero visibility po, makahandle mo lang yan sa pamamagitan ng pag-stay inside your house. So, stay indoor. At saka kung nasa labas, protection lang ng ating ilong para hindi makahinga. Yun lang po, stay indoor and the rest. So, after a while, pag nag-subside na yung abo, babalik na naman po yan sa normal visibility.
Kung hindi maiiwasang lumabas, proteksyonan ang inyong mata.
Sa ngayon, pinagbabawalan po natin sila bumalik sa kanilang farm para kumuha ng produkto. Kasi mas importante po yung buhay kaysa produkto makukuha nila sa farm.
Maraming mga albayano na nagsasabing sanay na raw sila sa pag-aalboroto ng Bulkang Mayon. Pero mahirap pa rin daw masanay sa epekto nito gaya na lang ng matinding abo na bumabalot sa mga komunidad dito.
Okay, so ang tindi na nangyari sa Mayon. Okay, note natin na 2018 pa nangyari yan, no? Okay, so tignan niyo yung pagsabog. Okay, eruption has soared to more than 61,000. Pagsabog ng Mayon. Okay. Okay, so Mayon volcano eruption in Philippines happened on January 24, 2018. The eruption lasted for 8 minutes and lava was thrown out of the volcano 700 meters in the atmosphere. So the danger zone was extended to 9-kilometer radius. Lava in a cloud of ash spewed out of volcano for more than 10 days prior to its eruption. This incident forced more than 40,000 residents to flee their homes and around 60,500 people were displaced. Since authorities expected a hazardous violent eruption to occur within days, an alert 4 on a scale of 5 was raised. Residents were urged to stay indoors as the volcano's huge flume of smoke reached 10 kilometers in the sky. Yan. Grabe, no? Okay, now, last January 2020, January 2020, may nangyari na namang eruption. So, this is eruption of an active volcano sa Taal naman, no? So, let's see the video. Yan. So, tingnan nyo yung nangyari sa Taal. Ngayong taon lang nangyari yan. Grabe, no? Okay.
Saan? Ayaw nga, ano? May naliligo pa, oh. Hindi nga, oh, yun, oh. Hindi mo nakikita? Lumalangoy. Dalawa. May lumalangoy pa, oh, yun, oh. Sa loob, oh. Ayun, oh. Diyan, nice ko na, diyan. Kasabog niya, diyan.
Yan. So, ang dami naapektuhan nung pumutok ang Taal ngayong taon. Okay, so, these are some of the pictures. Okay, so the eruption of Taal Volcano in Batangas, Philippines on January 12, 2020 was a phreatomagnetic eruption from its main crater that spewed ashes across Calabarzon and Metro Manila, and some parts of Central Luzon and Ilocos region, resulting in the suspension of school classes, work schedules, and flights in the area. So the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology of PHIVOLCS subsequently issued an alert level 4 indicating that a hazardous explosive eruption is possible within hours to days. So by January 26, 2020, PHIVOLCS observed an inconsistent but decreasing volcanic activity in Taal, prompting the agency to downgrade its warning to alert level 3. So it was until February 14, 2020 when PHIVOLCS finally decided to downgrade the volcanoes warning to alert level 2 due to consistent decrease in volcanic activity. That's according to wikipedia.org. Yan. So I experienced yung Taal volcano eruption kasi it's I think January 12. Nasa Calauan, Laguna kami, and this picture that I took sa Calauan, Laguna. Ayan yung matinding usok galing sa Taal. And then when we went sa Calamba, kitang-kita na yung ashes, no, sa mga bubong ng bahay at sa mga kotse, 'di ba? So there's a need na kailangan na namin mag face mask or bumili ng surgical mask. Okay, last July 2019, I went to Mount Pinatubo, and then I will share some pictures yung naging experience ko dyan. So, napakaganda ng aming experience dyan kasi ang daming sobrang gandang view. So, akala natin part yan ng bundok, yung mga nasa picture, pero hindi. That is, sobrang taas na Lahar. Okay, so kung saan kami naglalakad, bali tinabunan siya ng halos 20 meters of ash and Lahar. So ganun katindi ang Pinatubo eruption. No? Yan. So naglalakad kami niyan and with the rainbow flag, syempre. Yan. So this is the crater. So ang tawag na diyan sa form ng volcano na yan is caldera kasi nag-collapse na yung crater ng bundok kasi patulis yan dati, tapos nag-collapse, tapos na-expose yung magma chamber, so para siyang naging lake, no? So ayan yung itsura ng Mount Pinatubo ngayon. So that is some views sa summit or sa Pinatubo crater. So that's me. Yan. Nung panahon na yan, pinagbabawalan kami pumunta sa crater kasi medyo nakakakita sila ng warning signs. Kasi remember, Pinatubo is still an active volcano. So, habang on the way papunta sa crater, these are some of the scenes na makita natin. Ayan, ang sasakyan namin ay 4x4. So those are some of picturesque experience sa Mount Pinatubo. Ang ganda-ganda diyan. Okay? Yan. So on June 12, 1991, this is where Mount Pinatubo's major eruption begins. So this is one of the famous picture ng Mount Pinatubo eruption. Ano yan? Okay, so let's discuss the 1991 Pinatubo eruption. Okay, these pictures were posted by Earthshaker. Okay, for the 29th anniversary of 1991 Pinatubo eruption. So this is the 1991 eruption timeline. So on April 2, 1991, this is the start of the volcano's unrest. So up to 800 meters of steam with some ash were released from the former summit. From this day, the early June, the seismicity and steam explosions continuously increased. On June 12, 1991, the first major explosion, Pinatubo started its major pyroclastic phase by sending an ash column up to 20 kilometers into the atmosphere. So it was preceded by 12 to 16 hours of continuous tremors and minor explosions. So I can't imagine yung nangyari sa Pinatubo noong 1991. So June 15, 1991 is the cataclysmic eruption, where the eruption is the second largest for the 20th century, generating up to 35 kilometer high ash column, pyroclastic flows, violent shaking, and ash fall extending to other countries. So, nadama yung ibang bansa. Okay, September 4, 1991 is alert level lowered after months of continuous decline in both the tremors and ash explosions. FIVOX lowered the alert level from 5 to 3 through the threat of Lahar continue, or though the threat of Lahar continued. So, aside from sa pagputok ng bulkan, another threat is the Lahar. So, these are the fast facts about Pinatubo. So, the volcano type na meron ang Mount Pinatubo is stratovolcano. The location is the Central Luzon, where it is located in the boundaries of Zambales, Tarlac, and Pampanga. The status of the volcanic activity is active. Okay, so there's a formation of new summit. Okay, dahil sa pagputok nito, it's 4,875 feet or 1,486 miles. So the caldera formed after the cataclysmic eruption. So the diameter of caldera is 2.5 kilometers, and layers of deposits along Bambam River. So major rock types are dacite and andesite. So, kasabay ng pagputok ng bulkan ay there's a presence of typhoon. Okay? Diding crossed Luzon during the colossal eruption of Pinatubo volcano. So, in this fateful day in 1991, Luzon simultaneously faced two major natural hazards associated with the Philippine archipelago, the volcanic eruption and a typhoon. So, a typhoon further spread the ash and pumice to much of Luzon Island. Palawan, which is 550 kilometer from Pinatubo, also reported ash fall. Along with the heavy rains and wind, okay, the skies darkened in different areas, including Metro Manila. So, diba, I can't imagine kung ano nangyari during that time. So, these are some of the facts, no? So, the death toll is 800 plus. Though many people were safely evacuated from the danger zone, many still died due to collapsed structures from the heavy and wet ashfall. The eruption coincident with Typhoon Diding. So, the cost of damage is $700 million. So, it's a lot of money. Yan. The explosive phase of eruption spread ash over a wide area of affected the agriculture, businesses, and the aircraft industry, wherein I-6 aircraft were damaged. The global temperature reduction of negative 0.5 degrees Celsius. So the large eruption spread aerosols in the atmosphere, covering the planet within a year. This led to slight reduction in the average global temperature. And what is the long-term effect? Lahar. Even the major eruption, the threat of Lahar continue to affect the surrounding areas, especially during the rainy season. More than a dozen people were killed in the succeeding years. Yan. So, those are pictures ng Pinatubo. Yan. So, let's see a video from ANC.
Many were surprised when Taal volcano started spouting steam and ash on Sunday, affecting not only the Calabarzon region but also other parts of Luzon. In just 5 hours, the alert level on Taal escalated from 2 to 4 as ash plumes intensified and lava fountains appeared. According to the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, or PHIVOLCS, this means that it will only take hours or days before it reaches alert level 5 or an explosive eruption. Many feared that it would be a repeat of the Pinatubo.
Okay, so many people said that mukhang may pagkakaiba sa Pinatubo eruption, yung Taal volcano. So according to this news, ibang-iba ang effect. So, let's continue.
Eruption in 1991, which killed hundreds of people. But PHIVOLCS says the situation would be slightly different. The agency has different alert level systems for the country's 6 active volcanoes, based on their different characteristics and historical eruptions. For Mount Pinatubo, level 5 means having major explosive eruption with ash or eruption columns that can reach at least 6 kilometers in height. But for Taal, level 5 would mean having ash columns or lava flows alongside base surges, a dangerous kind of pyroclastic flow.
Walang tubig o lawa yung Pinatubo sa bunganga nung dati. Nabilog yung ibabaw dati ng Pinatubo. So, sarado siya. So, yung pinakaunang activity ng Pinatubo, vinaporize niya yung groundwater system. So, pumuputok ng malakas na may kasamang tubig din. At ito po ay naman na manmanan at ng mga ating pong kababayan na AICA. Sila po ay nakaramdam din ng mga pagyanig. So, April po yun. At unti-unti po yung progression ng senyales.
Okay. So, ayon sa video na ating napanood, magkaiba na ang scale o alert level na meron ng Pinatubo sa Taal. Okay, because of their difference in terms of type ng yung kanilang condition. So, another video is from Matanglawin. Okay, let's see this.
Okay, sa taas, hanggang sa taas, kulang mo pa ako eh. Sa pagpapatuloy ng 11th anniversary ng Matanglawin, tatahakin natin ang napakabagsik na bulkan na nagbigay ng second largest eruption in the 20th century. At sasamahan tayo dito ng paborito nating adventurista na laging ready for action.
Tapatan natin ang summer heat ng isang adventure na malupit. Ready, Gretchen Ho, sa Mount Pinatubo! Let's go!
400 years natutulog o dormant ang Mount Pinatubo. Doon pumutok ito noong 1991 sa sobrang lakas ng putok nito ang ashfall naramdaman sa Metro Manila at umabot ito sa ilang bansa sa buong mundo. Nagbigay ito ng ash cloud na umabot ng 35,000 meters ang taas o kasing taas ng mahigit 1,000 Eiffel Tower na pinagpatong-patong. Umabot ang abo hanggang sa Indian Ocean at ilang kalapit bansa.
Ang Lahar po ay magkahalong abo at tubig. Dati po kasi itong lugar na ito ay punong-puno po ng tanim ng halaman, ng puno at ng ilog. Pero dahil nga po pumutok yung Mount Pinatubo noong 1991, naging ganito na nga po ang kalagayan. 20 meters po ng lahar ang tumabon po sa lugar na ito. Katulad na lamang ito nakikita po natin sa ating harapan. Akala niyo po, pati po yan ang bundok. Pero hindi po, lahar po yan lahat.
Mahigit 7,000 aitang naniniraan sa bundok ang kinailangang lumikas. At makalipas ang 2 taon, saka pa lang sila muling nagbalik sa kanilang lugar.
para magsimula ng panibagong buhay.
Bumalik kami dito dahil dito hindi mo lahat bibilihin. Lalabas ka lang dyan, may ulam ka na, may gulay ka na. At dito po kahit wala kang pira, mayroon ka lang konting isda, ipalit mo ng bigas, may bigas ka na.
Oh! Ang galing! Itong Mount Pinatubo, parang naging playground na rin ng mga bata. Subukan ko nga kung kasya ko sa loob. Patingin nga! Paano ba ginagamit to? Oh! Ready! Gretchen! Oh! Ako naman, may tuturo ko sa inyo. 1, 2, 3, go! Kung mapapansin po ninyo, yung mga bato rito, kakaiba yung kulay. So ito, pula. Ito naman, dilaw. So yung red daw, ito daw yung iron content, yung yellow, sulfur content na nagmumula po sa bulkan.
Ito naman ay hindi delikado kasi solido na siya. Ang delikado talaga niyan kapag ang steam o usok na lumalabas ay may sulfur dioxide at nalanghap mo ng matagal, mahihilo ka.
Kapagod. Oh, hello po. Ako po si Gretchen. Dito po kayo nakatira?
Opo, ako po ang safety ng baryo namin.
Naabutan niyo po ba nung umutok yung Mount Pinatubo?
Opo, akala namin katapusan na po ng mundo yan, ma'am.
Ano po sa tingin niyo yung dahilan bakit umutok itong Mount Pinatubo?
Pinagkukuha nila yung mga kahoy-kahoy dyan, puputol nila. Ay baka siguro nagtampo na si Apo na Malyari.
Sino po si Apo na Malyari?
Ayan po ang pinaka-Diyos po ng mga katutubo dito po.
Nasabihan niya po ba na darating ako ngayon?
Alam niya po, kanina pa po nung doon sa
Kanina pa ako inaantay. Kaya pala maganda yung panahon ngayon.
Maganda, hindi nga, mas maganda nga po, hindi mainit.
Salamat po, Apo na Malyari.
Yan. So, another video, maikli lang naman to. This is from UNTV.
June 15, 1991, naitala ang second largest volcanic eruption of the 20th century, ang pagputok ng Bulkang Pinatubo. Ang Bulkang Pinatubo ay isang stratovolcano na isang tri-point boundary ng Zambales, Tarlac at Pampanga. Eksaktong 1:42 ng hapon nang pumutok ang Mount Pinatubo na sinabayan pa ng malakas na pagbuhos ng ulan, bunsod ng bagyong Yunya. Ito ay nagresulta sa malakas na pagragasa ng tubig na may lava at lahar. Tinatayang 800 tao ang naitalang nasawi at 10,000 katao naman ang hindi na nakita. Ang naging pagsabog ng Bulkang Pinatubo ay nakaapekto hindi lang sa Pilipinas kundi pati sa karatig bansa nito katulad ng Singapore. Nagkaroon din umano ito ng impact sa global climate ayon sa mga siyentipiko. Ang pagputok kasi ng Mount Pinatubo ay nagresulta sa pagbaba ng pandaigdigang temperatura.
So, ayan po yung some of pictures ng Mount Pinatubo. So, the second largest volcanic eruption of this century and by far the largest eruption to affect the densely populated area occurred at Mount Pinatubo in Philippines on June 15, 1991. So, the eruption produced high-speed avalanche of hot ash and gas, giant mud flows, and a cloud of volcanic ash hundreds of miles across. So the impact of eruption continue to this day. Okay, so people residing near volcanoes are at risk to the effects of large eruptions. Large eruptions may release huge amounts of lava with temperature that can reach as high as 1,250 degrees Celsius, which may cause fire and burn everything in its pathway. So ash, dust, and toxic gases emitted during volcanic eruption pose health problems, particularly lung problems among infants and elderly. Scientists estimate that more than 260,000 lives been lost in the past 300 years because of volcanic eruptions and their aftermath. Fires, floods, landslides, earthquakes, and other natural disasters are often associated with volcanic eruptions. What is best way to protect your family and the community from volcanic hazards? Yes. So it is advisable to monitor announcements from the local government regarding disaster alerts and evacuation, and follow the advice of the local officials for your own safety. So the lecture is from the book You and the Natural World, the new grade 10 second edition by Phoenix Publishing, and authors Religioso Teresita F. et al. So, thank you for listening, and I hope you learned something, so you can access the Sway presentation sa thing link that I will give or provide to you during our synchronous learning meetups. Okay, thank you for listening and have a great day. Thank you.